And we are back. Welcome to the Esteban Hours. 10 minutes. 10-minute what? 10
Call it
minute
the Russia special.
Russia.
Yep. Yeah.
It's
Trump's old buddy over there getting in trouble, starting shit.
definitely his old buddy. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the 10-minute special of current events, breaking news. Today, or I should say at this moment, it's about Russia. A lot going down. Hey Jeremy, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually glad we're talking about this. This is exciting.
Yeah, we might be a little bit late, but
uh,
there was a lot on my mind about it, and being that they keep talking about it on
well, I'm glad we held off a day because it seems like there's more important information coming out through the cracks right now that filled
that's
in
true.
some blanks for me. So I'm actually glad we held off for a day.
That's true. That's true. All right. So getting into this past Saturday was probably the first type of Saturday in history for President Putin of Russia. We had the mercenaries, thousands of them. They left Ukraine and marched into Russia, heading towards the capital of Moscow. What were they heading there for? Apparently, they were aiming for the defense minister, saying that he had given bad advice and lies to Putin, which is what led to or started the Ukraine war. Um, and there were thousands and thousands of Prigozhin's men that had died so far, that had died in the war. And he wanted revenge. I don't know if it was the right person to get revenge on, because you know they're equal, revenge against each other. But that is what he did. So he took his military um, down there and took over the military base in one of the cities of Russia. Who the hell knows which?
It's hard. Yeah, it's
Um,
hard to keep track of.
apparently. Apparently the city that was called for creating or starting the Ukraine war, or where the blueprints were created in regards to the Ukraine war. He took over that military base, but I think it was what 24 hours that it went.
Yeah, I think the January 6th insurrection lasted longer than this coup did. I mean, it wasn't really a coup. You know what I mean? A coup is more violent in nature, typically, use
Because
of force.
it didn't get to that point.
Did they even fire a shot? I don't think
Yeah.
they shed any Russian blood.
Yes, they killed several Russian military
Oh,
men.
did they? Oh, okay. I didn't hear
They
about that.
shot down a helicopter.
Oh, I did hear about that. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was a little bit violent. All right,
And in
but it
fact,
just,
he's even said afterward that he would pay money to the families of those military men in the
I,
helicopter.
I I mean, in his statement, and I never know how to trust Russia or anybody from Russia. But I mean, his statement, and I think he kind of stood up to that statement, is it really wasn't supposed to be a violent coup. He was basically doing a protest march because he wanted a change of leadership in the military. That was the whole purpose of it. Like he never intended on shedding blood. That's why he stopped. They stopped short of Moscow, and then I mean, but it goes. I think it goes to show you how badass I think the Wagner Group is, because all they had to do was turn around and
Definitely.
Putin was like, "Oh shit!" Like it's all they had to do is turn around. They didn't start a civil war, nothing, and Putin is up there pooping his pants.
Well, it was told that Putin had left Moscow. Putin had left
I
town,
heard that.
but his own people denied it. They're a
Of course
bunch
they
of
did.
liars, but they
Who
denied
does
it.
that? Who does that sound like? It sounds awfully familiar.
It does. Let's not go there right now.
Yeah, I'm just that threw me off for a
This
second.
is
That sounds
not
so
about
familiar.
him.
Okay, I will not say
Prove
this episode. I swear to God, Putin. Yes, Putin. That's what I was talking about. Putin.
it. So it was said that he had left town, but his own people denied this. But it's hard to not believe that when you see the man's plane in the air going away from the
Exactly.
capital. So it, I have no words. I have no
It's,
words. We all
yeah.
know that he's not going to have someone else in his plane.
Mm-mm.
So who else is up there? But he's got an image to portray, right? So
Hmm.
you
This
can't
isn't over.
look weak, right? Putin was
Exactly.
scared and left. You can't. But of course, that dude was scared. But I agree, this is not over.
No, I think there's a lot more coming with this whole story because Putin's not going to let it go. There's
No,
already him
they're
making
both
speeches and stuff about being angry about this.
they're both on vengeance, right? So no, no.
Now he's telling that they got to go to Belarus. They got to get out of Russia or join. I mean, just if you were
So he,
part, I don't think they're just going to let people that attempted a coup against Russia, the mother nation or whatever they call it, out of Mother Russia. I don't think they're going to let a coup go down without
hello,
like some heads are
hello.
gonna.
So they said they have three choices. They can go back into the military and keep fighting. That Russia will still give them contracts um, um, um,
Mm,
to fight or whatever, or they can leave the military and go back to their families, or
yeah,
they
right.
can leave in exile to Belarus. Those were the three choices. And when I heard that, I said, "Oh, please
The
stop
one that made me suspicious is when he said you could just go home to your families like nothing ever happened.
it.
That's the one that I'm like, wait, yeah,
The whole
he's
family is going
lying.
to disappear."
Exactly. Yeah, this is not over, people. Just mark our words right now. June 27th. This is not over.
And they're saying if is whatever his name is, Prigozhin, is Prigozhin really in Belarus? Because we all know that Belarus is under the behind of
Hmm.
Putin. So is he really there? There's no safety there. He also has he's into diamond mining in Africa. And so they're wondering, is he over there? Because he, for what, 24 to 48 hours, both him and Putin were untraceable until
Yeah,
Putin, came out with whatever idiotic speech he gave yesterday, um,
hmm.
talking about traitors, claiming that the mercenary rebellion was only a protest, uh, but didn't fail to mention that word traitor.
Hmm. Yeah, he threw that out there. It's going to be interesting. The only thing that scares me is that's a nuclear nation. Any instability inside of a nuclear nation is extremely dangerous because you could get maybe you get somebody better than Putin that actually wants to do the whole, maybe democracy or a little bit towards that. But on the other side, you could get another Adolf Hitler with
Right.
nuclear weapons. I mean, so it's scary.
I think we all need to face reality, which is becoming to be. We may all be wiped off of the face of the earth, of this planet.
If something's not done to stabilize these, I mean, even Saudi Arabia is getting involved with Russia now. I mean, it's just unbelievable the amount of epic
And
deception and behind the
look
curtain
at the
stuff
type
that's
of
going on.
look at the type of countries that are together: Saudi Arabia, you
Hmm.
mentioned Iran, China, North Korea. Whew. And
Yeah,
I think they said Turkey. I don't
I
know.
wouldn't be surprised. It's something's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't come to that point because a world war would just be, I mean, obviously terrible, and especially at this day and age with technology and weapons the way they are, it would be the complete destruction. You're right, but
Um,
hopefully it doesn't get to that point. But that is obviously always got to be on the back of everybody's mind when it comes to something like Russia.
we're dealing with men that have strong characters, and these type of men, they don't know what humility is. They don't
Mm-mm.
know what bygone let bygones be bygones is. It's all about war and hate and war. um they said that there was a mutual agreement. There was a deal done based by a mutual agreement between the mercenary leader and Putin, because they did not want to um, take a lot of lives. They were thinking about the bloodshed that it would produce from doing that. But do you really do you believe that? I don't believe that. I believe that both of them had reasons to be scared of the other.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think Putin knows he wouldn't have stood a chance. I mean, if he ran like he did, like we all suspect, then obviously Putin knew he wouldn't have stood a chance if the Wagner Group wanted to steamroll him right
Mhm.
over. Because I don't think a lot of the Russian troops probably wouldn't even have fought. They probably would have put step aside and let them go through. I mean, it's kind of what
Um,
they did, isn't it?
in
That's
in a way, yes,
yeah. I
yes.
mean, a lot
They
of the
were
Russian
high
troops
fiving
don't
them.
want to be
They were
fighting.
they invited them in with open arms. At least that's what it showed to me on the videos that I showed. I mean, I saw. They weren't. You didn't see anyone angry. You didn't
Mm-mm.
hear anyone spitting at them, cursing them out, and calling them
No,
traitors. They all
no
looked like
bombs
they
going
were
off.
in
No,
jubilee.
yeah, no gunfire, nothing. They celebrated when they left. They were so happy when they left. You know, that tells you so. Russia doesn't even want to be involved in this anymore. The people of Russia are tired of this. I mean, but what are they going to do? They live under a dictatorship or an authoritarian regime. They're stuck. What are they going to do? I mean, they probably. I bet you a lot of Russians hope Putin gets killed
I was just about to bring that up. I was just about to say, let's talk about the Russian people. Um, are are,
because we
are
can't demonize an entire country like we usually do. Like people demonize Mexico or trans people. We can't demonize Russia. They're just people. You know what I mean? They live in different circumstances than we do, but we can't demonize all of them. So, yeah, sorry to interrupt there. I just wanted to
but
throw
you
that
know,
out.
no, you're good, you're good. But you know, the people have been scared of him for years, for
I mean, he's been
years.
in power for what, 20 years now?
Yeah,
20 years of this guy.
and I think many of them behind closed doors are 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 cooking up a major event to get together and do something about this.
Look, this happened during World War II with Adolf Hitler. Okay. Once Hitler got out of control, a lot of the Germans didn't want to be involved anymore. I can't remember. There was like double digit amount of assassination attempts
Yes,
from German citizens that were tired of. I mean, that's what happens when you get to that point. People are going to start getting tired. They're going to do something about it. I
they
hope
will
they do.
gonna hate you. And I believe that he's hated right now.
I
Uh,
mean,
I mean, look, think about the families of the 200,000 soldiers that have lost their lives. That's got to be at least 1 million people or
and they
more.
haven't made much progress. I mean, they haven't taken over Ukraine. I mean, it's been 2 years now of just basically it's what are they? I forget what they called it during World War II, or no, I believe that was World War One. There was an area I think when they were trying to get into France, and there was just a line that they fought at for years, and they never made it that far, and it was just a battle over a line of land. Basically, they made no progress, and eventually World War One ended. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's kind of like the same thing because I mean,
I
the
definitely.
Ukrainians are fighting for their freedom, they're fighting for their country, while Russia is just being a dick. Okay, I mean, it's basically
But
all it
I
is.
believe that the people they're ready to rise up. They are just strategizing it. They are cooking up what their plans are going to be. But I'll say one thing that I say often: karma is a bitch.
Exactly.
Whoever does not believe in what goes around comes around, in my opinion, is stupid. You reap what you sow. So if Putin thought that if he expected to kill thousands and millions of people, and then just go on living his life. Really? No.
It's different in a nation where the dictator is having the people follow his agenda,
Right?
as opposed to a free country where we're all trying to compromise and find a common agenda. Well, at least in theory, I guess. Seems right now that we're not doing too good on the whole democracy thing either. So, eh.
Yeah, but you know, the former guy looks up to him. That's who he. You know, I'm doing my best.
I gotta laugh because you almost said his name.
I'm doing my
When you-
best. I'm gonna do one of these things if his name comes out of my mouth.
Why don't we just print out a picture and then
Right?
every time we would talk
Right? For
oh,
real.
it's so hard to talk it without it coming up. God, yeah.
But anyway, the former guy, you definitely, it's obvious to tell that that's his role model. He looks up to Putin. He wants to be a Putin,
He does. He does.
not because of who Putin may be, but just because of the power that Putin has, and the people are scared of him, and they're scared of him, because I can't even say they respect him. They respect him because they're scared of him. That is what the former guy would love to be or to
Yeah,
have.
permanent power. Yeah, exactly.
And
And
thus
let's
far, we've had a majority of smart Americans to say, hell no.
exactly. So, man, we're already at 18 minutes. We didn't even show a single video. What the hell?
That's your
Can I
fault.
at least? All right, my bad.
Let's
Can
do
I
it.
at least play the Fox News blaming
Yes.
Biden for? Okay, let's
Yes.
try this. Let's see.
The White House wanted to give the media something else to cover. And this is the MO. This is exactly the way they do things. In fact, on Friday, I said, wow, what a blockbuster WhatsApp message. I'm sure there will be an enormous story over the weekend that the White House is going to be pushing to take this story off of the front page. And sure enough, we've got the State Department drumming up all the drama that took place over the weekend in Russia. So I don't know if it's going to break through. The mainstream media has an excuse again not to cover it. They're covering everything about Russia and the Wagner Group.
Yeah, it's true.
As if it really matters to the U.S. right now.
So, yep, they blame Biden for the coup. They think not that he was involved. They think Biden just started a coup or somehow magically manifested the coup in Russia to distract.
It is incredible the words that can come out of their mouths. I be in awe every single time. So she just said that they're following the Russia situation, as if we got time for that. Look at what the hell they are following, right? Sending immigrants to a beach town and California, banning books, as if we have time for that. But it's
right.
okay.
I mean, yeah. What are we gonna do, man?
And so now it's Biden's fault.
Yep, that's right. Biden did it. Biden started a coup somehow in a totally different country with a group of mercenaries. Like, even when I say it out loud, it sounds dumber. I mean, okay, so all right, we'll go. All right, here's the new. We'll start a conspiracy theory. They are mercenaries. Maybe Biden paid them a lot of money to turn around and go back to Moscow. That'll probably be the right wing nut jobs. I'm exhausted, man. My brain hurts.
That will be their next investigation. Where did Biden get the money from to pay off the mercenaries?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, if they do that, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
It's comical. It's absolutely it's humor, because it's definitely not real.
It's a comedy gold mine, is what it is. Oh my god.
Why don't you play the next video?
Which one we want to play? Let's try the
Никто из
second one here.
бойцов ЧВК Вагнера не принуждал.
None of the Wagner fighters was forced to take part in this march. Everybody knew its final goal. The goal of the march was to avoid destruction of the Wagner PMC and bring to responsibility those responsible whose unprofessional actions caused a huge number of mistakes during the special military operation. Our decision to turn around was based on two important factors. The first factor is that we did not want to shed Russian blood. The second factor is that we were registering our protests and not seeking to overthrow the government of the country.
This comes as Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke to Russian soldiers outside the Kremlin.
That was bad. I wanted to show that. That was him, just his words saying that it wasn't about death and destruction. He was just protesting. So, I mean, his words, you know what I mean? But maybe Biden told him to say that. He sent him a text and said, look, get it on TV and say these words, and then I'll give you a bunch of money, and then you turn around, and then everything will be cool. My brain hurts, man. My head hurts. I can't do it anymore.
I have no words. I have absolutely no words. Do we have one more video?
Nah, the other one we already kind of covered. I mean, it just goes over. It's a Army colonel going over the fact that this could be the beginning of the end for Putin. So, I think we pretty much covered that.
This could definitely be the beginning of the end for him. So I wanted to ask a question while we were on the topic of Putin. What is the deal about him cloning himself?
I don't even know. He's got body doubles and clones and all kinds of stuff. Didn't we have a clone too? Isn't somebody? Didn't Biden? Biden's a clone too. Come on. Of course. Biden's a clone too. It could happen.
I guess if you say it enough times, then it will appear true.
The stuff I see on the internet makes my head hurt.
It's incredible of what people with money do, and what it's incredible. So you're gonna clone yourself for whatever reasons. That must take, excuse me, millions of dollars.
I don't even know if you can clone a human. Can you? Is that even possible, or did they figure it out? I know you could clone animals, but I don't know. I don't even think you can clone a human yet. That would be weird.
I don't know, but it remains to be seen. But for me, it's all about, okay, so you've got nothing else better to do with your money. And in fact, I kind of felt this way with the Titanic implosion catastrophe that just happened. May they rest their souls. But I was thinking the same thing. Why do people who have money put themselves in these dangerous situations? Like with them, they had no business being down 2 miles underground. Who the hell? It's not for us.
In an uncertified sub. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard for me to feel. The only person I feel sorry for in that whole sub was that kid that went with his dad that didn't want to go. That's the only one I really. Everybody else on there wanted to go. I mean,
what about people? What about people who go up to space? Like in this,
I know, right? That's getting a little extreme. Like, I even could kind of understand if you want to climb Everest. Okay, that's a rich people thing. But man, going into space, especially on an Elon Musk rocket, are you high? You're gonna give Elon Musk money to put a bomb on your ass and send you into space. You must be out of your damn minds.
One of my friends has said to me, yeah, but that's how they explore and how they find things out in science. We wouldn't know half of what we know if people didn't do that. That is true. But these people that are losing their lives are not there to explore anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're there for fun and adventure. Is your life worth that? What can you do
think about it though?
When you're dead, nothing.
You think about it though, like in Russia, places like Russia, like the rich run. I mean, it's the same in America. The rich run everything. You know what I mean? We're all basically on a Titanic submersible expedition And we're like the 19-year-old kid. We're along for the ride while the rich people say, "Oh, everything's going to be fine," while we're on our way down to crush depth. So we're America and Russian citizens. We're basically we're that 19-year-old kid on that sub, just along for the ride while they destroy everything.
Arguably, someone could say, well, you can't comprehend this because you don't have that much money. That could be true.
It could be.
But
I'm
I
broke
don't
as hell,
believe
so
that
I don't.
I don't believe I don't believe whether I had $1 billion or not that you're gonna find me in a submarine 2 miles under the earth or
Bruv, I've never even.
going into space to go see Mars. Hell to the no.
I've never
Look
even
up
seen
and say hi,
250,000. You
and
know what
that's
I could
it.
do with $250,000? Oh my God, that would change my life. And these dudes threw it away on a sub ride.
Well, to be honest, $250,000 in these days is nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll change your life, yeah, for a year or two, and then what?
Yeah. I don't know. I have fun for a year or two. I'll figure this shit out after that. I just gotta go with the flow, man. I just gotta go.
No, it would be better for you to invest your money.
Yeah, I know.
No fun allowed.
I actually spaced out for a second. They're thinking about what I can do with that kind of money. But yeah, all right, man. I'm done. I'm done. I'm good.
We're done. That's it. That's enough of the Russia talk. But one thing that this is not a hoax. This is not a test, my friends.
We're gonna have to start calling this the 30-minute special instead of the 10-minute special.
Well, at least this one we did do 10, 15 minutes the last time, right?
Yeah. Last time we were almost right on the money. This time we just whatever. I enjoy doing this, so I can talk as long as you want me to talk. You know that.
I hear you. All right. Thank you, audience, for joining in. We will see you on Friday. We have a new topic going on in the studio. It escapes me what it's about, but it will be a doozy this coming Friday, which happens to be the last day of June. I tell you, these months have flown by like water. It's horrible. We're about to hit July 1st, going into the next fiscal year. And we're already at the half of the year. The summer's going to be gone in no time. And next thing you know, we will be back at the holiday season. Go figure. Does it make everybody feel old? Makes me feel old. In any case, please leave your questions and your comments in the search bar at the Esteban Hour. Like, share, and follow. It is always greatly appreciated. If you woke up today, then today is a great day. And if you accomplished a goal or an achievement, don't forget to say to yourself, this is how we do it. Good night.